I know you probably wanted it so bad, but for some reason you just didn't get it. You more than likely worked for it, you prayed for it, you might have even cried for it, but still, for some odd reason, you just didn't get what you wanted. And in the moment when we don't get what we think we deserve, we tend to do things like blame God or doubt God. We start to then doubt ourselves and then doubt the fact that we even belong in the situation or the place that we're in. But I feel like you just need to flip the perspective that you're looking at it in. Instead of turning to God or turning to yourself and saying, I worked so hard for this and I didn't get it. I feel like I don't deserve it, or I feel like I'm not worthy of having what I want. Instead, you need to turn that into, what is this going to turn me into? How is this going to help me grow from it? How is this going to help me learn how to get to the point that I want to be at? Because I'm a heavy believer in everything happening for a reason. And if I tried my absolute best at something and it just seems like nothing's working out for me, that's when I start to flip the switch and start to go from why did this not happen to what is this teaching me? Or what can I do to make this work out in the future? Like I said, a lot of us tend to blame God or doubt the fact that we even belong in the position that we're in. But I promise you, if you're in that position, you're meant to be there. God is not going to put you in a situation that he doesn't think you can handle. But if you're not succeeding in that position the way that you feel like you should be, that just means you're not ready to have what you think you deserve. And I know on this channel, I've spoken a lot about turning yourself into a person that's able to receive the things you want. And at this point, it's like an ongoing theme of this channel. But I feel like it's so crucial to recognize that you can work as hard as you want for something. You can pray as hard as you want for something. You can cry as much as you want for something and it still not work out. And in those moments when you give up or you deflect accountability and focus more on why God didn't do it for you or why you couldn't do it for yourself, that's when you actually start to regress. And that's when you actually fail. The initial failure of you not being in the position that you want to be, that's not the failure. But the fact that you're not learning or growing from that situation, that's where we typically fail. So like I said before, I talk a lot about turning yourself into the person that's ready to receive success. And if you're in a situation where you feel like you know you should be succeeding and you're not, then that just shows that you're not the person that's ready to receive success yet. That doesn't mean that you're not deserving of success. That doesn't mean that you're not worthy of having what you think you deserve, but it just means you're not that person yet. And it's not going to happen over time, obviously. It's not going to happen at the snap of your fingers. It's not going to happen as soon as you realize you're not ready to receive success yet. It's going to happen over time when you continue to fail. It's going to happen over time when you continue to realize, I'm not the person that I want to be yet. And then you use that to consistently grow as a person. And then eventually turn yourself into the person that's ready to receive everything that they ever wanted. So I guess this video is more so just a calling to everybody to flip your perspective, flip the way that you're viewing your situations and viewing your failures, because your failures are never failures until you give up. Your failures are never failures until you sit there and accept it for what it is and then just quit because you feel like it's too difficult. Flip your own mental narrative and then meet yourself where you're at. And what I mean by that is stop trying to view yourself as the person that you think you should be and then view yourself as the person that you are at that moment. Because once you genuinely recognize who you actually are at that moment, that's when you can actually grow. If I see myself as this person that has no work to do on themselves, no growth to be done, then I will never grow. But if I view myself and humble myself as who I actually am, a person that's struggling with a lot of things, a person that can grow from every situation, a person that fails a lot, but can grow from that failure. The second I stop seeing myself as the person that I want to be is the second that I start actually growing and learning from every situation that I'm in. And of course, it's not easy. It's not easy to sit there and view yourself for who you actually are. Because once you go on social media, you see everybody's highlights. You see everybody's perfect life. You see everybody with no flaws, with no insecurity, all of this perfect fun stuff. And in our minds, we feel like we have to match that. We feel like every single second of our lives has to be this perfect movie scene. But that's just not life. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how God intended it to be. That's not how we should even want it to be. Once you humble yourself and recognize that not only are you not perfect, but you don't have to be perfect, that's when you can actually grow. There's going to be moments where you feel like you deserve something that you just don't have yet. But instead of seeing this and then deflecting your own accountability, take it and question, why is God putting you through that situation? If you don't believe in God, question why you're just going through that situation. Question how you can grow and learn from it and actually turn yourself into that person that's ready to receive that success that you feel like you so deeply deserve. And 99% of the people that are watching this are gonna listen to what I say and then just forget the information as soon as I say it. But I feel like the 1% of people that actually take what I say and then apply it to their lives, I feel like those are the people that are ready to receive success. Because like I said, once you humble yourself and recognize how much you actually need to grow, that's the only way you're going to get everything that you ever wanted. But yeah, I know that everybody watching this video is capable of having what they want. And I know that you're going to get it. You deserve it. If you work hard for it, if you pray for it, you're going to get it. But a final reminder, please, please, please humble yourself. Please recognize how minuscule we actually are in comparison to who we think we are. The sooner you recognize that is the sooner you can actually grow and the sooner you can actually improve. Thank you guys for watching. I pray that you guys actually apply this to your lives and eventually become the best version of yourself. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.